Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Simon here, bringing you more Magic the Gathering lore. Today we're covering the story cards of Throne of Eldraine. These cards may not necessarily tie to the direct story of the novels for the set, but they are based on stories and folklore of fairy tales. Although today's topic actually has a major tie into the actual story of Eldraine, but with a fun title still looping back to its fairy tale theme. Let's explore the real world inspiration for the big man himself, Garruk Cursed Huntsman. Starting us off, this is a 5 loyalty Planeswalker for 4 generic and Golgari colors with 3 activated abilities. Its 0 cost ability, create 2 2/2 black and green wolf creature tokens with, when this creature dies, put a loyalty counter on each Garruk you control. -3 loyalty, destroy target creature and draw a card. -6, its ultimate, you get an emblem with creatures you control get +3/+3 and have trample. Bruh. Now, Garruk Wildspeaker in its newest iteration will be a major player in the novels and story of Throne of Eldraine, but he's given an interesting title here, Cursed Huntsman, and that really speaks to his new role and reflects that fairy tale theme. So let's not go into Garruk's past or present so much in this video, and just see where he got this new title from and how it impacts his character's development. The Huntsman, shockingly, is a prominent character in a few pieces of folklore and fairy tales. I was able to find examples of 2 basically unnamed huntsmen or woodcutters, the axe really sells it, that fit the bill for Garruk here. The first huntsman is from the original telling of Snow White and the 7 Dwarves. The huntsman is an unnamed assassin hired by the evil queen after she discovered through the magic mirror that Snow White was the fairest of them all. In a jealous rage, she hires the huntsman to bring Snow White out into the woods and murder her, bringing back her lungs and heart as a trophy to confirm the kill. It got pretty dark there before Disney handled it. As Snow White is brought out, she begins to cry and beg for her life. The huntsman pities her and lets her live, but abandons her in the woods, believing wild animals would finish her off. He goes ahead and offers the queen the lungs and heart of a boar as proof of the deed. The other example is from Little Red Riding Hood. After the little girl discovered that her grandmother was devoured by a wolf, now dressed as said grandmother, the worst disguise of all time, the story gets dark and the girl is consumed as well. A huntsman stumbles upon the scene and kills the wolf and frees both granny and child, having learned the lesson of deceit and not believing lies of others when evidence suggests otherwise. In both of these stories, the huntsman is seen as a secondary character. While one has questionable motives, both are seen as relatively good and not taking such evil actions. But what does this mean for Garruk? Like the huntsman from Snow White, Garruk is hired, well, mind-controlled by another, the Fey Planeswalker Oko. As Oko's dog, Garruk is set loose to topple kingdoms and smash hypocrites, the creed of Oko. So, in a sense, he is conscripted as an assassin just like the one from the fairy tale. Perhaps following in that regard, Garruk will be set upon a princess, as Oko detests royalty. His title is literally Thief of Crowns. But Garruk will overcome this magic and his own curse and pity the princess, sparing her life. It would be certainly fitting for the story of Snow White. It can also be said about the huntsman from Little Red Riding Hood. Maybe Garruk will be the hero after all in this set. Not simply by not killing someone, but in actively slaying a terrible beast or monster that is the true evil of the plane, or something. Although this is still possible, I think the Snow White reference is far more likely based on his relationship and the dynamic he has with Oko. But I will say, making wolf tokens sort of plays into that Little Red Riding Hood reference. But then again, it is sort of the thing that a planeswalker like Garruk does, so it may just be a coincidence. So this may not be the most flavor-packed card that I'm making a video on, but don't worry, Garruk will get love in the main story. Plus we have those awesome 3D animations of him from the Throne of Eldraine trailer. Still, his card is just so great, and it makes me even more of a Garruk fan than before. As a planeswalker, the one thing I look for is, can this card protect itself when it comes down? Its 0 loyalty ability makes 2 wolf tokens to block and dissuade attacks, while its -3 kills a creature and gives you a draw bonus. Every one of these abilities is just value on value. Although it does cost 6 to slam down, it's a bare knuckle strong planeswalker that just fits the bill for a corrupted Garruk. Plus, this art, I mean come on, who can better play a huntsman, right? Anyway, that's gonna do it for this quick update video on Garruk and his new card under this new title, heavily inspired by fairy tales, fitting for Throne of Eldraine. Let me know your thoughts on Garruk, Cursed Huntsman in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, you can support our channel by leaving it a like, sharing, and of course subscribing to the channel, hitting that bell so you never miss out on our latest lore video. As always guys, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, see ya!